Here is Jeff Bradley, the head coach of the St. Mary's Lincolns, as we get set for another GOHL Spotlight Game powered by Collins Clothiers. It will be tonight at the PRC as the Lincolns host the Stratford Warriors. Always a great matchup. First, Jeff, let's focus on the four-game win streak that you're on right now. You've beaten some really quality opponents, including two wins last weekend over Chatham in that rematch of the Western Conference Final. What's the energy with the group right now as you go into another big game here tonight?
Oh, I mean, we're happy with how we're playing, obviously, but was talking to Mike Herman. It's like every game we're talking like this is a huge game. This is a huge game, and I think that's kind of how it is in this conference. You go from Waterloo back to back with Waterloo into Listowel, Elmira, Chatham, and you mix in Cambridge in there, and it's tough to get points in this conference, but I think it's good. From a competitive standpoint, keeping your game in order and keeping you on your toes.
How important is that battle level facing these good opponents right now in late November, early December? It means you're going to be battle tested by the time February
Sure.
and March roll around, and that's when you want to be at your best, right?
Yeah, and you know what? That's something we talked about a lot in the summer about kind of where we wanted to improve as a team. We've had some good runs in the past few years, and trying to look at where we came up short a little bit. And I definitely think kind of that compete and being hard to play against was maybe one of the reasons. Like nothing to take away from the teams that beat us, but we feel if we were a little bit harder to play against, maybe it would have been a bit better of a matchup. And so it's been a huge priority for us. And playing top teams like pretty much every night, I think that's what's doing it.
And here's the one thing we learned last year that Stratford and St. Mary's are going to bring out the best in each other, obviously
Sure.
because of the proximity and the fans traveling to both rinks, etc. What is the intensity between you two? Because I'm expecting another great matchup tonight with a full house at the PRC. It's going to be fun. It
Sure.
always is. It really is.
Yeah, no, I mean, like the proximity and all that, I agree with. I'm not from St. Mary's, so I don't share like that hatred for the Stratford Warriors that some of the fans do. I think it's from our end, it's a respect thing, and but I think that only happens when two teams are competitive, like Stratford and St. Mary's are. Even my time before St. Mary's, Stratford was always at the top, and that's something we're trying to emulate a little bit in St. Mary's. I think we've gotten to that point where we're kind of a perennial contender. So I think both teams being near the top of the standings certainly adds a little bit to the matchup. But as far as adding intensity and all that stuff, it's a huge game for both teams, and we're fighting each other in the standings. And I know it has a little bit of extra juice behind it for the fans, and that's great for the kids and amps up the intensity in the game a little bit. So no, it's exciting, and yeah, everything I've always heard, the Stratford St. Mary's rivalry is budding, and now that we get to play each other a little bit more, it makes it that much better. It's just unfortunate we've had to wait 25 games to do it.
When you look at the standings, you're in third right now. They're in fifth. However, you're separated by just 3 points, which again speaks
Mm-hmm.
to what you just talked about with the Western Conference, that every point matters as you get closer to the end of the season. You're a details guy. You look at video, you break it down. What do you see from Stratford in terms of the matchup against you guys?
I mean, honestly, I think both teams play really, really similar. I think Stratford defends very, very well. They work very hard. They've got really good goaltending, good special teams, and I think we're really in the same boat. So almost kind of a mirror image of each other. And they haven't had to change much over the years because the years I've been in St. Mary's watching because everything they do so well. So it's not like they have to change too much, and we think we're very similar in that way.
And you're a special teams and defense guy, and the special teams have been outstanding this year, near the top of that in both the penalty kill and the power play. Defense first, that's always what ends up winning championships. What are you most proud of in the first half of the season? We're starting to approach the Christmas break and everybody's going to go on holidays. And I think when you reflect on where the team is at, you must be pleased, I would imagine, with how the first half has gone and looking to close it out here over the next week or so with a couple more big wins.
Sure. Yeah, no, I mean, um, as far as what we're happy with, like we knew, like last year we got off to a great start, and I think part of that was because we had so many returning guys. So it wasn't much of a learning curve for those guys. This year, There's quite a bit of turnover, and we knew there'd be a couple bumps in the road to start the season, but we feel with the acquisitions we've made, with the development of the guys we'd signed in the off season, plus the guys returning from major junior or out west or whatever, we feel like we've really rounded out our game, and it feels like it's in order at the moment. As far as special teams and defending, those are things we take a lot of pride in. The power play, there's always adjustments that have to be made there because of certainly because of some of the coaches in this league. If you're not changing, you're kind of going to get stuck there. As far as our PK, we've had a top or near the top PK for the last 3 years. Mike Herman's set that in place. Even when he went away for a little bit, that was something that we continued, and it's kind of carried over year to year. And as far as defending, I mean, that's something I learned a long time ago when I first started coaching. Is you don't want to get scored on, and you just kind of hope your skill takes over and gets the goals for you. So defending is, I think that you've seen over the last 3-4 years, it's definitely been our number one priority.
And we can't wait to be there, Jeff. Looking forward to another great Warriors Lincolns game. It's all powered by Collins Clothiers, as always, as we head to the PRC tonight for our latest GOHL Spotlight game. We hope you can join us at the rink, 7:30 puck drop, as always. All the highlights, all the interviews on the GOHL YouTube channel. Looking forward to a great night and another rival game. Jeff, appreciate the time, my friend.
Yeah, see you later, Darren.